Virgo, the universe has been whispering to you. Now it's raising its voice. June 16th to 18th isn't just another weekend. It's the turning point your soul has been waiting for. You've felt it, haven't you? The heaviness, the delays, the sense that no matter how hard you try, something holds you back. That's not failure. That's alignment being prepared. This moment is not random. You are entering a sacred window, a full spiritual reset, and with it come 3 karmic tests, each one designed to challenge what's no longer meant to continue with you. Guilt, control, identity. These aren't just emotional patterns, they're soul contracts asking to be broken. If you pass, your true life begins. If you resist, the cycle repeats. Virgo, the gate is opening, but only you can choose to walk through it. This is about more than astrology. This is about remembering who you were before the world taught you to forget. So before we begin, ask yourself, are you ready to reset everything? Why June 16th to 18th? Because these days aren't just dates, they're coordinates, cosmic coordinates. This window falls just before the summer solstice, one of the most powerful energetic shifts of the year. But for you, Virgo, this one strikes deeper, because planetary alignments are hitting your soul blueprint directly. You're not just experiencing change, you're being called into transformation. Let's go back. Think of the patterns you've been repeating since 1990, maybe even before you could name them. Cycles of overthinking, giving more than you had, staying quiet even when your soul was screaming, trying to fix everything, even when no one saw you breaking. That wasn't weakness, it was karma, and now that karma has run its course. Virgo, you've been living in a loop, not because you failed, but because your soul had work to complete. You were mastering patience, mastering silence, learning what it means to know everything but still choose humility, to feel deeply but still show up with strength, to carry the burdens of others and still ask, how can I serve? But now something has shifted. The loop is cracking. The old story no longer fits your spirit, and the universe is giving you one final choice: evolve or repeat. June 16th to 18th opens a rare energetic doorway, one that won't come again for decades. It's like the sky is handing you a reset code, but it's not automatic. You have to activate it, and to do that, you must first understand why you were stuck in the first place. Here's the truth most people don't know about Virgo energy. You are the architect of soul order. You don't just crave clarity, you were built to restore balance, to clean the mess others deny, to spot what's broken before anyone else notices. But in doing that, you absorbed the pain of generations. You turned yourself into the healer, without asking who would ever heal you. So these 3 days, June 16th to 18th, are the universe's answer to that question. They are your moment of return, a moment when all the hidden timelines you've carried, the ancestral expectations, the invisible emotional labour, the pressure to always have it together, begin to dissolve. Old timelines are collapsing now, not just for you, but through you. That's why everything has felt heavier lately, because your soul is preparing to exit the maze, and the stars agree. Mercury, your ruling planet, is aligning with high-frequency spiritual energies. Saturn is pushing you to honour your soul contracts, while Neptune is blurring the illusions you've lived in for too long. It's no accident this is all happening near the solstice. This is soul math. And it's Virgo's turn to answer the call. This isn't about astrology trends. This isn't about personality traits. This is deeper than that. This is your rebirth invitation. But rebirth always begins with truth. And Virgo, your truth is sacred. You've always known there was more. More to your purpose, more to your gifts, more to this life than just routines and responsibilities. You felt it in dreams. In those quiet moments when the world went silent and your heart whispered, you were made for something bigger. You weren't wrong. You were early, but now the timing is finally catching up. This reset is your moment to step out of the karmic fog and into the light of your real identity. You are not here to fix everyone else. You are not here to carry guilt that was never yours. You are not here to shrink, stay silent, or hide your weirdness. You are here to lead, not loudly, but soulfully, not forcefully, but divinely, through service, through healing, through radical clarity. So why June 16th to 18th? Because you're finally ready. Because your soul has done the work. Because your timeline has reached its fork in the road. And you know which way to go, even if it scares you. Even if it requires letting go of who you thought you were. To become who you really are. And here's what's most important. This reset isn't about changing everything overnight. It's about remembering. Remembering the version of you that existed before the world conditioned you to doubt yourself, before the trauma, before the perfectionism, before the quiet suffering. The true Virgo is a sacred mirror. You reflect the truth back to the world, but for too long you've refused to look into that mirror yourself. These 3 days are your mirror. Look into it, see yourself clearly, and choose the version of you that doesn't just survive, but awakens. This is your window, a cosmic gift wrapped in challenge, a moment disguised as discomfort, but coded in liberation. Pass through it, and you realign with your original blueprint. Ignore it, and the universe will wait another cycle. Virgo, you don't need permission, you need remembrance, and now you have it. Welcome to your reset. Virgo. Your first test is guilt, not surface level guilt, but soul guilt, the kind that's been living in your bones for decades. It whispers, you should have done more. You shouldn't have said that. You're responsible for their pain. But here's the truth. You've been carrying emotional weight that was never yours. Inherited guilt, familial burdens, cultural programming. This test forces a reckoning. Whose guilt are you really carrying? Think about how often you say yes. When your soul is screaming no, how often you stay silent to keep the peace for others while waging war inside yourself. Virgo, guilt has been used to control you, to keep you in service, to make you feel like love must be earned, not received. But in this karmic test, guilt must be exposed as illusion. You are not here to fix what others refuse to face. You are not here to pay off debts you never owed. This test will show up as moments of confrontation. Someone blaming you, someone asking for more than you can give, a sudden emotional flood. When it hits, pause. Ask yourself, is this truly mine? If the answer is no, release it. Say it out loud if you have to. I return this to its source. I carry only what is mine. Passing this test isn't about winning an argument. It's about releasing a lifetime of emotional contracts you never agreed to in the first place. This is your liberation from false guilt. Test 2, the control trap, 9 to 12. Now comes the second test, control. Virgo energy loves structure, order, precision. You thrive in details. You see what others miss. But when the universe is realigning your path, control can become your prison. You've worked hard to keep everything organized, your career, your relationships, your emotions. But this test breaks what you thought was safe. Suddenly, plans fall apart. People become unpredictable. Your routines get disrupted. And the more you try to fix it, the more chaotic it becomes. Why? Because the universe is asking you to surrender. This test is not about helplessness. It's about trust. Trusting the divine order you can't see yet. Letting go of the belief that if you're not managing it, it'll fall apart. Ask yourself, what am I trying to control because I'm afraid to feel unsafe? Control is often a trauma response, a way to avoid pain, shame, rejection. But you don't heal by perfecting the world. You heal by allowing it to be messy and still knowing you'll be okay. This test may come as delays, breakdowns, missed connections. Don't resist them. Lean in. Instead of fixing, observe. Instead of reacting, breathe. Instead of managing, listen. When you do, you'll notice something powerful. Life continues. You don't fall apart. And in that space of surrender, a higher path begins to reveal itself. That's the secret of this test. It's not loss, it's rerouting. Passing this test means trusting divine timing more than your own agenda. Test 3, the identity mirror, 12 to 15. And now, the final test, the one that hurts the most, but heals the deepest. The identity mirror. This is the moment where the mask falls off, not the physical one, the energetic one, the version of you that learned how to blend in, to play it safe, to stay helpful, to not be too much or too weird or too intense. This test breaks that version of you wide open. You may feel confused, detached, even lost, because the person you've been, the one others expected, is being stripped away. You'll start to see what's not you, the friendships built on obligation, the roles you played to be accepted, the dreams that were never really yours. It's disorienting, but it's divine, because in this test, you're not becoming someone new. You're remembering who you were before the world told you to become someone else. This test is sacred. You'll be shown truths, maybe in dreams, maybe in emotional breakdowns, maybe in sudden realizations that hit like lightning. You'll start to feel called toward new things: creativity, solitude, spiritual gifts, strange interests. You'll crave authenticity over approval, silence over noise, depth over distraction. And when that mirror is placed in front of you, don't turn away. Look into it. See the quiet fire behind your eyes. See the healer who never needed validation. See the rebel soul that chose Earth for a reason. Passing this test means choosing your real self, even if it costs you the life you built around being acceptable. This is the test that unlocks your next level. Conclusion of the 3 tests. Virgo. These tests are not punishments. They are initiations. You are not being broken. You are being rebuilt in your true form. Let the guilt dissolve. Let control release. Let identity evolve. These tests are doorways, and on the other side is the life your soul has been waiting to live. You don't need to pass them perfectly. You only need to pass through them honestly, because once you do, your spiritual reset becomes your rebirth. Virgo, if you pass these karmic tests, everything changes. Not overnight, not with fireworks, but with something more powerful, spiritual realignment. You won't just feel better, you'll feel different, more rooted, more clear, more you. Because once those illusions are broken, the guilt, the control, the false identity, your soul finally has space to breathe, and in that breath, something ancient awakens. First, your purpose path realigns. That quiet feeling you've had for years, that you're meant for more, starts to make sense. You stop chasing what drains you. You start walking toward what fills you. The work, the people, the spaces that match your frequency begin to appear. Not because you force them, but because you finally match them. Second, you gain access to ancestral and spiritual memory. This doesn't mean remembering facts. It means feeling where you come from. Dreams intensify. Visions come uninvited. You sense things you can't explain. A pull toward ancient knowledge, healing tools, forgotten rituals. You're not going crazy. You're waking up. Because your DNA is not just biological, it's spiritual. And once the reset clears the static, your soul begins remembering its original language. Third, clarity returns. You finally understand your soul contract. Why you chose your family. Why certain people triggered you. Why you always felt a little different. More sensitive, more aware, more intense. Because you are different. You came here with a mission. To heal, to guide. to help the world organise chaos, not just in systems, but in spirit. This is when your higher calling comes into view, not the job, not the title, but the work your soul signed up for, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Fourth, you step into the beginning of a new 33-year cycle. Yes, 33. That number isn't random. It's the number of mastery. It's the number of completion and resurrection. And for you, Virgo, it marks a cycle shift that only happens when your karma is complete. The last 33 years taught you responsibility, humility, endurance. This next cycle is about intuition, soul power, spiritual legacy. You'll begin choosing from alignment instead of anxiety, from intuition instead of intellect, from soul flow instead of guilt-based obligation. You'll feel the shift inside first, then you'll see it outside. Relationships that once drained you fade. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach arrive. It won't feel like magic. It'll feel like truth, like things are finally matching the timeline you knew existed all along. But remember this, you don't become someone new. You remember who you were before the world told you to shrink, before the judgment, before the shame, before the masks. You were always the quiet power in the storm, the healer behind the scenes, the light hidden in the logic. And now, you rise. This reset doesn't give you power. It reminds you that you always had it. It was just buried under fear, duty and self-doubt. So what unlocks? Everything that was already yours, but was waiting for you to reclaim it. You'll speak up without over-explaining. You'll rest without guilt. You'll make space for your intuition to lead. You'll stop fixing what doesn't want to be healed. You'll attract people who see you, not use you. This is more than awakening. It's homecoming. And once this door opens, Virgo, you never go back. You were not sent here to repeat cycles. You were sent here to complete them. This is the completion. This is the beginning. Your timeline is finally catching up to your truth. Virgo, you've seen what's ending. You've seen what's waiting. Now, here's how you prepare. This isn't like prepping for a test. It's deeper. You're preparing your soul for a reset it's been waiting decades for. So here's your spiritual checklist for June 16th to 18th. Step 1. Write down what you're releasing from the last 33 years. Grab a pen, not your phone. Write it. Feel it. Everything that no longer belongs to you. Beliefs, roles, guilt, wounds, people, fears. Write them down. You've carried enough. Now you're naming what ends here. No one else needs to see it. This isn't for posting. This is for purging. Step 2. Meditate with the intention of clearing old timelines. Set aside just 10 minutes. Close your eyes. Breathe deep. Imagine light pouring through your crown, washing away every karmic imprint that's not yours anymore. See the tangled webs of the past unraveling. Say silently or aloud, I now release all outdated timelines. I call back my true path. You don't need to know how it works. You just need to show up. Your soul knows the rest. Step 3. Unplug from external noise. Especially on June 17th, this day is the energetic peak. You may feel overwhelmed, emotional, or even totally empty. That's okay. Don't run from it. Unplug. Turn off your phone for an hour. Silence the world so you can hear your soul. Let yourself cry if it comes. Let yourself rest if you feel tired. Don't scroll. Don't distract. Just be. Because that's when you hear the truth. Step 4. Speak aloud your truth, even if no one is listening. Virgo, your voice has been quiet for too long. This isn't about confrontation. This is about claiming your space. Say what you've been holding in, aloud, alone, in the mirror, in the car, in your room. Say, I release guilt that isn't mine. I choose my truth, not their expectations. I am enough, even when I'm not perfect. There is power in hearing your own truth, not filtered, not explained, just spoken. This unlocks your throat chakra, your clarity, your direction. Step 5. Visualize your soul walking through a golden portal. Close your eyes again, anytime between June 16th to 18th. Imagine a door in front of you, golden, ancient, waiting. On one side is the version of you that's been surviving. On the other is the real you. See yourself walking toward that door, stepping through it. As you cross, feel the shift. See your energy lighten. Feel your soul expand. Everything old stays behind. Everything true comes with you. Say to yourself, I now enter the life my soul came here to live. This isn't fantasy, it's spiritual technology, and it works if you believe it enough to do it. Now Virgo, let's be clear. These 3 days are not about being productive. They're not for checking boxes or impressing others. They're not for fixing anyone else's mess. They're for you. These days are not for doing. They're for remembering, for releasing, and for receiving. The world may keep spinning, but your soul will be pausing, to listen, to reset, to activate. So make space, even if it's just 30 minutes a day, even if you're surrounded by chaos. Find your moment, your breath, your silence, because in that silence, the new you begins to rise. You don't need a crystal. You don't need a guru. You don't even need to feel ready. You just need to show up, because your soul already knows what to do. It's been waiting for this reset for years, and now it's finally time. So take this checklist, print it, save it, use it like a compass, not to tell you what to believe, but to guide you back to what you already know. The reset isn't coming. It's already here. Now it's up to you to meet it. Virgo, you were never too sensitive, never too serious, never too much. You were tuned in before the world was ready to hear you. You weren't broken. You were being built, soul first, layer by layer, challenge by challenge, lifetime after lifetime. Every wound you carried, every delay you endured, every truth you swallowed to keep others comfortable was part of your initiation. And now, it's here, the final karmic checkpoint. The moment everything you've survived can finally become the foundation of the life you were meant to live. But the gate won't stay open forever. This is a one-time pass. If you rise, everything aligns. If you sleep through it, the cycle resets. You've waited long enough. You've healed more than you ever got credit for. You've carried the weight of others without complaint. You've played roles that were never yours, just to keep peace that wasn't real. No more. This reset is not just for your healing. It's for your remembering, for your return. So walk through the portal, even if your voice shakes, even if your hands tremble, even if no one else understands. Because this next chapter, it's not about blending in, it's about breaking through. Your ancestors are watching, your future self is cheering, and the universe is holding its breath, waiting for you to step forward. It's not the end, it's the beginning your soul's been craving. Comment below. I'm ready for my spiritual reset, like if your soul feels the shift. Subscribe for more Virgo Prophecy Awakenings. Share this with another Virgo who needs this message before June 18th. The page is turning. The light is rising. Your destiny isn't just waiting, it's remembering you.